Hello everyone, no respawns here. Happy Sunday. Hope you're doing well. So I'm quite excited for this one. We're going to be making a little bit of a utility camp. I've mentioned it a couple of times. I wanted to do it. So I use a lot of stim packs, as I will show you right now. I do like my... That is the wrong tab. So I've got about 430, which isn't many because I have been using them quite a lot in the daily ops. Whether I can probably turn it to around 700 with those ones. And I need a big supply of water for this. However, obviously, spamming water purifiers can look quite ugly. So what I wanted to do was do a little bit of utility camp. And I've got like a little... So this will be potentially a short video. Rather, the structure should be fairly small. Let me show you where I am as well. So I'm here. This is a nice... I like this area a lot. The only slight issue with it is that you will often spawn in the water. Which is a ball lake. However, if you have the symptomatic somewhere, it's not too much of an issue. Okay. So we have a plan. A plan is in place, and I think it should look fairly cool. With this one, I wanted to kind of like play around with some of the newer structures and kind of make something a little bit unusual. And the whole idea with this is my actual main player's home will be in the shelter. And what I'm doing is I'm sort of making a little bit of a shack for them to cook all their chems and all that jazz. That's the whole idea. Okay, take that out. See, one thing, sometimes you can remove the foundation with the stairs, sometimes it doesn't. These house foundation stairs tend to be fine every time, so that's just something to bear in mind. You know, temporarily. I do love this set so much. And I was just playing around with this earlier. I was like, okay, what can I make that's cool and neat? And I ended up with something which I quite like. So I am a happy wee man today. This thing is a bull lake to get like. Okay, baby. Back we go, back we go. I've decided to push the next haunted spooky build until next week, just because obviously it will be closer to Halloween. Plus, we've got the Tuesdays, so we might actually get some more stuff. God, I hate that sound. Like, from the bottom of my heart, it's so dumb. If I can't place it, then just don't let me place it, mate. I have got it fairly close. Yeah, that'll do, I think. As long as I can snap that thing in, I'm happy as you like. I even remember to wear my glasses for this video. That's how prepared I am today. I don't think I can place it. I have to think I went down a bit further forward. You can replace. Oh no, there we go. Jobs are good. Yeah, often I forget to put my glasses on when I'm making a video, and I just can't see shit. I'm like, Is that what I think it is? I'm not too sure. So one thing about the new set is it comes with these really cool chain link fences. And as you can see, you can actually bury them into the foundations, which makes me a happy no respawns when I discovered I can do that. Because you can probably gather what I'm doing here, making something weird looking. You sometimes will have to mix it up with the other ones, but it should be okay, because I did it earlier and it worked. You might have to do a little bit of praying to get things in the right spot. And also, do this. That might be a little bit too far out sometimes, because it will look weird otherwise. So already it's looking quite nice. It's got a kind of nice little vibe to it. Wrong button. So let's pop to the reverse thingy. What I'm going to do is add a bit more texture to the outside, and also this has an added bonus of low-key hiding any errors that you definitely haven't noticed. Like, for example, the way the fences might be slightly floating a little bit. But we don't question that. We hide it. Out of sight and out of mind. I was going to alternate with this and the wood ones, but to be honest, I quite like the rusted metal aesthetic, but you can kind of mix them up, assuming you have these. Otherwise, you can just put something else. It's just to kind of cover up the area a little bit and make it look a little bit more. I'm a big fan of adding texture to things. Texture is fun. And I just love making like little shacks. I was going to do this with worlds quite a bit, and I've done it with my cave shelter. The problem with worlds is it doesn't actually completely inherit the building mechanics from shelters, so you can't actually do what I want to do, which is a bit of a ball ache. To be fair, I could probably spend a lot more time, like very carefully aligning these fences so they weren't overhanging, but I'm not too bothered. Plus, you know, most of it's going to be hidden anyway. Let's get that one so it's not so angled. Gorgeous. You see already it's looking quite good. So let's... Now, the generators, and I was thinking about this earlier. I think I can pop this one in here. But if not, I'm going to find a new place to put this Jenny. I think it's fine. It's a little bit of a thing with the generators. I do wish we had... I mean, to be fair, this is a fairly grimy generator. But I wish we had, like, a properly grimy generator that also generated a decent amount of power. Because the large generators generate 10. So you'd need one large generator per... If I'm lucky, that might actually poke through the roof. And that works for me. So for the large generator, you need at least 10. In hindsight, what I probably could have done is had that reversing. And then had it so it's there. But I mean, too late now. I've already emotionally committed to this. I think I can actually... Can I? Yeah, like maybe like a generator that did like 50, but like looked more like this. That would be good. I mean, these do 5, and I might add them in just because they look cool. But if I'm very exceedingly lucky, oh, blessed. You love to see it. That part was completely not planned, but I'm gonna own it because I did it. Yeah. Oof, I do like a good organised power. Oh, look at that. You love to see it. Now, in terms of the water purifiers, I'm going to have 2 big ones and 2 little ones. You do what you want, loves, yeah? You want 2 big ones, you want 5 of them, you want to spam out all that Raz. My thing is I wanted like a water purifier that doesn't look like complete shit. Which is an occupational hazard with water purifiers because they always look terrible. So what I do is, I always like doing this. If you just mix like one big one and then one medium one next to it, it sort of looks quite nice. And that's 28 purified water every 30 minutes or so. So I say that's good. If you just hear a weird noise, by the way, I forgot to turn it off. I've got this little incense thing that goes off every 30 minutes or so. I forgot to turn it off for the video. So if you heard that, sorry. If not, that's probably a good thing. Then I don't have to be so paranoid about it. Okay. From that one, I think. Alright. There we go. Well, let's lock these. I don't want you reprobate stealing all my stuff. It's all my precious water. So I like making purified my diluted stim packs, and I've realised that when I'm not actively interested in my main base up, I just basically have this camp, obviously not this version of it because this is the new one. Okay, I'm actually going to do the entire decoration during this video because the actual build part, as you can see, has been quite small. I can pull it out and do loads of barricades. Instead, I'm going to keep it quite compact, and I'm just going to decorate the outside. So normally I don't do the entire decoration, but we're going to do the entire decoration now because otherwise it would be a super short video. And we can't have that. So the whole idea with this is, if I want to, I can go into the, in my actual homestead area, my home area, which is going to be down here. But if I just want to hang out here, I can basically just make my chems in this section. And that is the plan that we have. Something quite chill. Vibes. Let's put some toolboxes this side. Let's put that one in there. Got to keep the Jenny up. I've been playing lots of Dead by Daylight, so I always refer to them as Jennies. Gotta keep the Jennies. Otherwise you're going to get murdered. Pop a scrap box there, just because it's a bit more utility when I arrive. Oh, actually, maybe not. Do I have a decent, slightly... If I put this... Nah, I'll leave as is. Okay. We'll decorate this inside a little bit. Let's put some stuff on the outside. So I do want to remember to pop my shelter in here, and the plan is literally to have it here like this. This area will sometimes get attacked. Not often. As you can see, we've not been attacked yet. Sometimes you'll get something like rad toads appear. So just as an FYI, I'm probably going to have a few turrets knocking around. In a sec. Ah, it's a nice little shack this though, isn't it? Let's put some stuff. People have mentioned this, and sometimes I just like to highlight this. I do tend to use stash boxes as decorational items, you may notice. I'm a big fan of just crates. Where's that little blue one? There's that little blue one. Crates are cool. We like crates. I haven't got any pumpkins. I was going to pop some pumpkins down. What can we do? I've got a lot of tyres. I want a lot of plants. Gotta make this place look cozy, yeah? Bethesda, do more of these. I absolutely adore these things. They look fantastic. They look so good. Please. I know you're watching. I'm probably not, actually. But... oh, sorry if you can hear that ambulance. I do not live in a ghetto. I just live near a big hospital. Right, let's put some tyres around. Good old tyres. Another one. Someone had a heavy Saturday night, that's what it is. And now they just woke up with the worst hangover in human history. Right, see, keeping it quite minimal. You don't really have to go too far with that. I wanted this to be something quite kind of cozy and nice. Let's put another stash box over here. I really, really want them to give us those brown crates that you have in Fallout 4. If you know what I'm talking about, you'll know it. If you've ever used one of my mods, which I am planning to update, don't worry. If you ever use one of my mods, I tend to utilise those crates quite a lot as kind of where I put a lot of my, what do we call it? My kind of railroad signs and things like that. Let's put a little bit of a thing. Let's put... matey boy's gonna watch. Actually, let's have Graham. Where's Graham? There he is. Oh, king shit, look at him. Ah, you love to see it. What else? A couple of signs. What I might do is timber a little bit and just do a few more decorations. Yeah, do you know what I'll do is I'll bugger off. I want to add a little bit more utility to this, kind of a bit more decorative bits. Maybe add a fewer barricades, and then we'll give you a quick tour. But this is a very nice little swamp camp. Anyway, one more. And it is finished. I'm quite pleased how this turned out. I did end up, I realised I mentally did the maths wrong completely and utterly with the water purifiers, because actually for some reason I thought the big ones did 10, but they don't, they do 5. So I added an extra one big one in each side. So this will now do 26 purified water every 30 minutes, which I think is fair. Realistically, I don't need more than that. I only need it for the stim packs, and I've only got like 150 or 140 something left. So I ended up, and you probably saw him having a jog. I think he may have gone back in as well. Oh, there we go. So I ended up putting Solomon in here because, one, you know, my chem place. I put in the Bog Wanderer outfit because, obviously, and also slightly looks like he's looking after the generator. So I'm quite pleased with that. But I never get to use the guy, so I'm quite, you know, yeah. I did put, as you can see, they're really difficult to place, but those wooden boards from the boarded window set that we got recently work quite well. They're a little bit finicky to place, which I haven't put them on the sides. But they add just kind of an extra degree of ramshackle to this kind of very, very ramshackle camp. As I said, the whole idea with this is they just cook the chems up here, but they live down there in the shelter. So, hence why there's no bedding. I did put a loo, though, just because I figured handling all those chemicals would be good. I ended up expanding out a little bit, mainly because you do sometimes get attacked here, so I figured I'd space out some turrets. This area is a little bit, as you can see, uneven, so unfortunately I couldn't have it as comprehensive as I'd like, but it's quite grand. I do like having Solomon just wander around, actually. He sometimes plays the banjo and taps on the computer. This was the only place I could put the Protector on, because it counted as being in water. But I do need a Protector up all the time, because I like having them hunt for chems, and yeah. So I'm quite pleased with how this turned out. Like, so the whole idea with this is I wanted a place that I can have active most of the time that just generates me purified water, but then doesn't look necessarily like ass, which is a big problem with a lot of the purified water camps. And as always, I'm kind of a big fan of just kind of making these kind of smaller... Let's take that. These smaller little camps. Oof, is that the screenshot? Potentially. I like making small little scrappy camps. They're fun. It's just kind of seeing what you can do with as little as possible. Anyway, I hope that's give you a few ideas. I highly recommend this Halloween set. I think it's still available, just because it's so grimy looking that it sort of blends in with everything really, really well. I do love the fact that you've just got the Bog Wanderer. I think he technically can't walk up those stairs, but he, as you can see, just teleports in, so I don't mind. But yeah, no, very pleased, very chuffed. I've got my little water camp. This will be around forever, so you will probably see this again. I've got it as a... It's actually not findable on the map, but just remind you of where I am. I've turned the public icon off because I don't want people stealing my water. But if you stumble across it, please say hello. But yes, hope you enjoy the rest of your weekend. Streaming again next week. I'll probably be alternating between Fallout 3 and Fallout 4, so we'll do another Fallout 4 one. I will eventually get in the vibe of maybe when I have time doing a second stream during the week, but we will see. I will be making another spooky Halloween build using whatever stuff we get on Tuesday. That's one kind of doing it at the last minute. I'm thinking maybe like a graveyard crypt kind of thing is pretty much the idea I've got on my head, which should be pretty cool. And as I remind you, on Friday next week at 1 p.m. British Standard Time. Is it BST? British Summer Time? British Standard Time? I never know what that acronym means. But anyway, 1 p.m. BST. I will be streaming on Friday on Bethesda's Twitch channel with a few other people, so it should be good fun. Anyway, I love you all. Enjoy the rest of your weekend. And I'll speak to you lovely bunch soon. You take care.